Hello and welcome to the platform. In this video, I'll be showing you the basics about the whole system and the amazing things that you can do with it. So let's start with the first thing. And the first thing is the builder that you will see on top. So basically, this is where you can start building your pages to edit your website, your funnels, whatever the content is, you can modify it from here. So we'll get into more details in a moment. Now, these are the controls on the side where you can edit inside your builder and your pages, so you can add different widgets, pages, etc. Now, the next thing next to the builder is the store. In the store, you can build your products, connect your payment processors, and start basically collecting payments. So here is where you build all that. And next to the store, you have the contacts. With this system, you can actually manage all the leads and contacts coming from your website or your funnels or your pages in general. So for every form, for every sale, for every appointment, for every quiz that is being filled, all the information will come here. Of course, if you want to manage contacts that you have from previously collected, you can just import them into the system. This is also where you can manage your membership as well and your properties for the CRM. And next to the contacts is the booking and the appointments. So basically a very simple and quick way to actually create your booking events and start taking appointments in your calendar. It's so quick, it's so easy, and it's all integrated with the whole ecosystem. So these are the main things about the system: building your pages, websites, funnels, store and e-commerce and start selling, also managing your leads and contacts, and having the ability to have appointments. So let's start with the first section, which is the builder and how you can actually modify and edit your pages. So we are currently inside a page, a landing page, and the content in the pages in general is organized into blocks. So this is one block where we have this information, the hero basically element with the background on the side. So every block has its own settings that you can click on the block and start modifying the background. For example, in this case we have a parallax, so if you want to change background, you can just click here and replace it with something else in your file manager, so you can upload a different image to replace the background. So you can do that easily. If you want to just remove it and have something else, maybe a solid color or a gradient, you can do it with the controls here. So it's really very simple and easy to modify. Now, in this case, we have the block, of course, with the background, and here we have this column. So the content is organized into columns, and in this case, we have it split into two. So basically, we have one column for organization of this content, another column just as an empty space. Now you can adjust how many columns you want to have in your block just by clicking on the columns. And if you want to make it, let's say, 2 columns, just click like that. And with the handouts, you can actually adjust how big you want the different columns to be. So make sure that you use the columns to organize your content, to make sure that it is very neatly organized inside your pages. Now, for the sake of the example, let's just leave it at 2 columns as it was before. Now, inside your columns, you have your widgets. We call them widgets. These are the elements throughout your pages, which in this case, we have 2 text widgets. Well, actually, the first one is a headline widget, which is slightly different, and then you have a button. To arrange your position of your elements inside your columns, simply drag and position them anywhere that you want on your page. So make sure that these elements, they go basically below another element on the page, and you can resize them depending on the widget from the handle as well. Now, for example, you want to change the position of this element to be here, for example. You can just drag it and put it on that column. So now you have one column with 2 widgets and one with this one. So this way you can organize your content. And if you want to create margins, for example, you want more padding margin on top of this between these 2 elements, you have this handle that you can start and just drag with your mouse. That's it. That's how simple it is to create the margin between the different elements. And same for on top. So basically every element has that ability. It's just a small handle on top. And for the sides as well, by default, the columns should have no margin, padding, or whatever you want to call it. And this is not a good design. So make sure that you always have some padding on the side, and you just use the handles on the sides to create that padding as well. So make sure you have some good padding on your pages. And this is it. This is how simple it is to actually modify your content. If you want to add something else here, for example, an image or something else, you can just click on the Add Widget button, which is this button on the left side. And you can drag anything that you want. For example, you want to add another button or let's say something else. You can just drag and you see it here. And you can see it's super simple and easy. This way we have a section. If you don't want, you can just click and delete it. Actually, these are controls that every widget and element has. So when you click, you can see different options for this widget. If you have a button, you have a few more because it's a different type of a widget. And you can style and modify the widget itself. Let's say the padding, you want to change the color to something else, maybe a blue. And just like that, you can fully modify your design of your elements. Between each two sections, which are the blocks, you can add something else. Like this is another block, this is another block. So between these two, for example, you want to add something else. Just click on Unblock and you can add any design that you want on your page. For example, you want to add some kind of a call to action, let's say. And here you can see different designs and you can pick the one that you like the most and just add it into your page. So let's say that you want to add something like this, a strip with some call to action. And just like that, you have it here. You can change it to be maybe white from the color palette. And you want to modify the button, just double click on it and you can change the name and what is the link that it goes to. So this is it. With the mouse, you can edit everything about your pages. Very simple and easy. And yeah, just before I forget, you can also adjust the margin of your blocks. So make sure you have some good margins, paddings on top and bottom so that it has a lot of room to breathe for your design. We actually have such video which is emphasizing specifically on good design tips and practices. So this way you can edit your pages and it's really simple and yeah, really easy. Now what else you can do with the page builder? Now when you're ready, actually you can, when you do a modification, you can just click on Save Changes so that you can save your page. Now, what else you can do is you can also navigate to the different pages that you have on your page. So you can go to another step. In this case, we are inside a funnel, so we can actually go to the next step of the funnel. But if you're in a website, you can go to another page of your website. You can add the elements. You can go to the global styling. So from here, you can actually globally modify your text, for example, all the edge tags, all the paragraphs. So you can easily modify it globally for your whole website or funnel from here. If you want to add new fonts, so you can do it from here. You can just click on Add Font and you can add from the hundreds of different Google fonts that are available. So let's say that you like maybe this one, Lobster. And you just add it like this into your whole thing, and you can now see it available when you start editing your texts. You'll see the lobster being here, and you can use it to start modifying your pages really easy. Or again, you can use it from the global styling because this will globally change throughout your whole design. All the H1s, all the H2s, H3s, H4s. It's really simple. And what else you can do is if you're inside a funnel, you can actually click on the funnel button to see what kind of steps you have inside. If you don't know what a funnel is, don't worry, we have a whole section on it so you can check it out. But basically funnels are pages and pop-ups connected together with a specific idea, just like a website, but you actually see the flow. And from here you can see the actual pages inside your funnel like we are right now, and we can see that we are in the landing page. And if you click on the next step, you can actually see what is the next step, which is in this case is the pop-up, where it's going to be collecting the information. And the next step is the actual thank you page with a video in this example, so that it is a third final step in our funnel in this example. You can also navigate from this section here, so you can actually go to the step 2, or yeah, just to go through the different steps this way. So these are the funnels, really cool and easy way to access them from the button up top. Then we have the funnel or website settings. They're basically a way to add custom code, your page SEO, to access your file manager, and social sharing information from here. You can connect a domain to your funnel or website to change your language and time, cookies and privacy, applications such as autoresponders, API, webhooks, really simple. And with personalization, we have a whole video on that. And redirects, 301 redirects if you want to redirect from one page to another to not lose SEO information, for example, and weight. So this is the funnel or website settings, and we have the preview. So basically from here you can preview your whole page that you're currently on and see how it's actually being visited, what is the view actually from a customer's perspective, and how it looks on mobile devices as well. So this is the preview option. So basically this is about the builder itself. It's so simple to go to the different pages of your funnel or a website and easily modify them with the controls. And if you want to create, to finish actually, I forgot to mention, if you want to create a pop-up inside your page, for example, you can easily do it from here, add new pop-up and select the design, which is basically the same way you build a page, but in the form of a pop-up. You can easily modify it however you want and have it as part of your whole journey. So this is the page builder. It's really simple. Now we have the store. I'm not going to go into too much details because we have a whole section dedicated on the store itself, but basically you can create your products here that you can start selling inside your website or funnels. So you can click on that product and start building your different products that you can then start selling in your pages. And before you start selling, don't forget to add your payment processor, because otherwise you will not be able to accept any payments, which you do from the settings, payments, and you can connect one of the multiple different options for collecting payments, either online or offline. So you can connect as many as you want. Whatever works for you, you can just add it into your store. And then is the contacts. So when we collect the information from here, and let's just show here in a small example. We have here our page, landing page. So here when we click, we'll show the second step, and from here we can add some information about our opt-in, so basically to collect the information, which is the second step of our funnel in this case. And just by clicking on yes, we'll go submit and go to the thank you page. So basically this was a very quick submission of this whole funnel, basically from a landing to an opt-in and to a thank you page. Why did we did that? Basically to show you how when you submit an information, it creates a contact right away in your contact section. So now here you have this user that was just created in your pages, and you can see information about that user, what they submitted as information. You can tag them if you want. You can modify any of their profile information. It's really simple, and this way you have everything in one place. And if you wish, you can send it to a third-party application if you want to use them in some other more specific way as well. And yeah, this is the contacts. Again, if you have a membership, we have a dedicated section on that, but here you can create your membership groups where people can be assigned to and actually have different access levels to courses, to secured content, whatever it is. This way you can organize your content. For the CRM as well, you can also see the messages. Basically, this is a quick way to see all the form submits that you have, so you will never lose actually all the submits that you get from your forms on your pages. So basically you have the form here, which is the subscribe one, and you have the message that we just submitted. So if you have multiple forms and different places and stuff like that, you can easily filter by that and see the information, so you never lose and miss an actual communication with a customer. So this is so powerful and really cool and easy way to manage everything from one place. And lastly is the booking. You can access it from here or from here. So basically is the appointments is super cool and easy way to create your calendar, and you can start collecting appointments for your business, whatever it is. So the first that you need to do, you can actually do it from the event as well. So let's start like that. So you can create our event. You can add whatever name you want, description about your event, location where it's going to be held, offline or online, and you can create an operator. So basically to have an event, you have to have a user to which people would be will be scheduling an appointment to. You have the ability to have multiple people as operators, so people can choose which one they want to schedule an appointment with, or automatically will be assigned. We have a whole section on that as well, but it's super simple to create an operator, basically to connect your Google Calendar to your operator, and easily people can schedule an appointment with them. Then set an availability if it's one-on-one sessions or multiple, let's say some kind of a workshop or just group meetings and sessions that you're doing. And you can easily do all that with super amazing and quick to do settings for buffers, for notice, and other things, excluding days and so on. And of course, to collect the information, you can add any type of questions throughout your forms. So you can click here what you want to add and ask your users when they're booking this appointment. So amazing way to actually have a calendar and start collecting appointments and collecting whatever information you want. So these are the appointments. Again, we have a dedicated section about that, how to do your appointments and everything from start to finish. But yeah, you can also see your calendar, scheduling, operators that you have, and the services, as you can also have services from which people can choose when they book an appointment, if you have different options that you want them to choose from. So these are the basic things about the system. It's really straightforward. You also have the ability to go into the dashboard. Basically, it's an easy way to see the actual traffic as well for the whole system, to access your billing, to add admins to your whole system, so you can do it from here. So all these things you can access as well from the dashboard area and access your account information. So this is the platform. It's super simple and easy to build your pages without any coding skills whatsoever. To build full-grown websites. Let me just share your website because we didn't talk about that. Yeah, actually from this button on top, you can actually navigate through all your funnels and your websites that you have inside your project. So it's really simple. If you want to create a new website, just click on create a new website or create a new funnel. You can see the different designs for funnels that you can create. So we're now just switched to a website, and in our website, as you can see, it's different. It's a different entity with different domain that we have, and you can easily start modifying your website. So yeah, you can build your websites as big as you want them to be, with your different pages and folders and blogs, etc., or build your funnels for different campaigns and things that you're trying to get people to do. All that things you can do with the system. Start selling, start having memberships, managing all your contacts and leads from one place, taking appointments, and all that in one place where you can do all these amazing things. So this is the platform. Check out the other videos on how to do specific things with the system. So we go through more details about each one of these actions and different goals that you have for your business. So check them out. I hope that you enjoy them. And yeah, talk to you in the next video.